Good morning and welcome to What's Hot in Hamilton. I'm Ryan.
I'm Adam.
And today we have a very special guest, DJ Dex.
Hello.
Hi, Dex.
Hi, guys.
If you don't know him, you should know him. If you've been anywhere in Hamilton where there's music, then you know he's, in my opinion, the best DJ in probably the world. I mean, you engage and you can tell it's authentic. You get the crowd going and you talk and you sing. And boy, can you sing.
Thank you.
You are a damn good singer. But you're fun. You make it fun.
I try.
For people that may not know you in Hamilton, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you get into the DJ business.
So I actually fell into DJ by accident. When I got started with music, I was singing for a band called Enrage in my 20s. And as we got older, we decided that we wanted to stay home with our significant others. Some of us were getting married. Some of us were having kids. And I ended up playing acoustic shows out at the bars and clubs like JW Dinks, which is now Millville Tavern. I started there as an acoustic artist. And at the time, I was booked so solid that I would do 30, 40 shows in a row without a day off because it was my full-time job. And I went to sing one day at JW Dinks at the time, and my voice just, nothing came out. It was just, my voice was shot. And Connor Flynn, his dad, Kevin, was a regular there at the bar. And he said, Dex, you know what? You ought to run karaoke or DJ or something a couple nights a week just to give your voice a rest. And that just turned into, fast forward a couple years later, a whole DJ business with other DJs working with me and just a beautiful experience.
I remember coming to an acoustic show you did at, I believe it was Roll On In was still there.
Yeah.
Up on the stage thing was up there. It's been a long time ago.
It has been.
So you said you got into DJing by mistake, but what made you stay with it? What made you fall in love with it?
Definitely the people, all the friends that I've made. Most of the accounts, if you will, the places that I play, I've been with for 17, 18 plus years. And it's really like a family, like all you guys. There's a tight-knit group that I reach out to in particular when I'm going to be someplace and you're at the top of the list, you guys. Absolutely. And I would miss you guys terribly if I didn't still do it. So that's definitely what keeps me in the business.
But you can tell it's your calling. Like, you know how people are just gifted and made to do something? Like, I'll say I made it right. Mm-hmm. You're made for this. You are a people person. You bring people in that's probably never even sang before, and now they're up there singing. For instance, Libby, when she first started, she was in the kitchen.
Right.
And Sean's like, Libby, your voice is gorgeous. We've got to get you out. And so he got her out into where everybody sings, but she faced the wall. And now we got her singing in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm. She is incredible.
I want her to just start recording my music and become a pop star.
She should. She's good enough.
Yes.
And her mom can.
Oh my gosh, I was just getting ready to bring her mama up.
Mm-hmm.
There's some talent at Gina's.
I know. I say it all the time. I said, Gina's hogging all the talent in the city.
And sometimes it's not even about the vocals. Sometimes it's just the energy.
Yes.
Like that one group that was in a few weeks ago, and they were loud, and everybody was like, there were some people commenting that they can't sing. I'm like, hey, I think they're fun. Like they're bringing the energy.
Right. And with karaoke, you don't have to be able to sing. You just have to have.
I have one go-to song. I am not a vocalist. You have probably said sit here and stay.
I don't. It brings me back to when I was a kid. 94 maybe.
I will say I have mastered that song.
You have. It's wonderful. I remember watching the video on MTV in my room.
Now, Adam, you're a damn good singer.
Every now and then.
Oh my God. What's the one song you sing that I ask you to sing every time we go out?
Creep.
No, the other one.
I don't know.
No, about rain.
Oh, David Allen Coe.
Love it, love it, love it.
That started on a Wednesday night. Karaoke
It did?
at Gina's. Yeah, years ago.
Well, I feel so fortunate to have met Sean and you guys and get to be a part of this karaoke wagon because it's fucking fun to karaoke.
It is. It is a blast.
When did this become more than just something fun and actually grow into a business for you?
It was about 20 years ago, uh, right about the time that I explained that Kevin had mentioned about um, doing some DJ stuff to give my voice a rest. I ended up getting very booked as a DJ, and it was actually a lot easier for me on a day to day basis than to sing all the time. I didn't have to worry about my voice going out. And then I just really enjoyed the vibe. Uh, it was more about making the crowd happy, making everyone else happy than just singing songs that I know, right? And getting to encourage them to sing and see their excitement and light up. And at that point, it just kind of took off. And when I got too busy to be able to handle all the gigs, I started hiring help, and then it just turned into a whole big thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it did. So, as a DJ, what kind of events do you do? Parties, weddings, events, bars? What do you do?
A little bit of all of that. Definitely, we love to do our shows in the bars and clubs throughout the week, but it's almost like a completely different company on the private event side. And I know you guys have seen that aside. You've had me out for a private event before. Sean's son's wedding, beautiful wedding, by the way. And we operate very differently. Our setups tend to be more customized than they are in the bars. But we love to do anything somebody can dream up. We love to make happen for them.
Well, take a step back from being a DJ. You mentioned being at Sean's son's wedding.
Yes.
I didn't even know you did that. You were so amazing. Like you knew. You could just listen to you, and you could tell you put the time and thought into preparing so that that special day would mean everything to everyone. It touched me.
I appreciate that. I really do. I was honored to officiate the wedding. It was a gorgeous wedding. It absolutely was. And the care that they put in to like giving gifts for each other and stuff, the clock that was stopped, that was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. It was just very touching,
And innovative.
very innovative, very thoughtful.
Very thoughtful.
Like you're making a song look bad.
And I had to be the one pull stop the clock, and I pulled it off.
You did. You did. It was wonderful.
I bet people are like, "Is Ryan going to be able to do this?"
Right? Hey, Ryan's able to do everything.
I actually am way smarter than anybody knows. But if you're going to do it for me, I'll let you think I'm dumb.
Right? Let them believe whatever they want.
People might not realize what all goes into preparing for a night of DJing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so depending on the type of event, there can be various ranges of how much preparation you have to do. If we were doing, say, a themed party at one of the bars or local clubs, like our 70s party that we did at Gina's, we take a lot of time and care into curating the playlist, also coming up with our costumes, as well as our lighting design and theme for the event. And especially with weddings, I mean, those are extremely important. Um, doing doing innovative things to create a custom theme that really brings somebody's vision to life. Like I know you have an upcoming event, you've got a good vision for it, and we just like to help that
Bring it all
really,
together.
yeah, bring it all together.
Well, speaking on that, every time I release a song I write, or every time I have a book coming out, you are the first person on the mic to introduce everybody to what I'm doing. And I appreciate that.
You know it, man, always.
You perform at all kinds of places locally in the Hamilton area. What's it like DJing and the nightlife?
It's an absolute blast. Hamilton is just full of the most fun people, you included, Adam Jones. We've had so many good times, and the community has been so welcoming and great. I couldn't ask for a better experience. I really couldn't.
And you do have a big following of people, so that makes it even better. Like even if it was a terrible night, people show up and they make it into a great night.
That's true.
Like
There
when
have
lights
been
die or you can't get mics to go.
Right.
Yeah.
We have had some incidents, and everyone's always understanding, and I appreciate and love that.
No, but 100%, Adam's right about the following. Like, we'll be like, where's Dex at tonight? And if you're not where we're going, we're like, well, we're not going there.
You guys are the best.
We do. You just make a fun night.
I try.
You engage and you sing and you dance, and we have these moments where people line dance, which I could never do. I can't move my feet, but I can move my mouth.
That's all that matters.
How do you know what music to play and to keep the energy going and read the room? How do you do that so naturally?
That kind of makes it difficult to answer because I don't really think about it. But I guess I try to take a look around at the age groups first, right? And then try to think about what kind of fun. I try to pick fun, upbeat, bob in your seat type music initially, just to get people kind of warmed up. You'll notice a lot of the times the first song that I play eases in rather than is like a loud and jarring. Because if you startle anyone, instantly you've upset them. And they're like, oh, that guy scared me. And I don't like that guy. So you always want to kind of ease in. I'll trail into what I say, like, all right, what's going on, everybody? Right? And I try to just take it really easy with people one step at a time. And then I'll just kind of watch their reactions and see what they react to and try to go that route based on how they react.
So do you rehearse, or is it all just unscripted?
Unscripted, yeah. Definitely.
You have to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can definitely tell that this is not just only fun, but you can tell that this is your business and you take it very seriously, because when you're there, I wouldn't even know if your dog died that day. You are in the best mood. So whatever you have, you must leave in a bucket when you're walking in and pick it up when you're leaving, because you are 100% all about everyone to have a great time.
I am, and I feel like that's a really important part of what we do. Is everybody's going through such a hard time, right? And it really feels like a mission to me to try to bring everybody up a little bit, give everybody a little break, and let them just smile and have a good time.
Well, Dex, you do amazing at it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So what are some songs that you play to make sure you can get that crowd up and moving?
Definitely booty shaking music. Flow Rida Low, Get Low, Lil Jon, probably anything from the 2000s. Usher, yeah, definitely a big one. Even something a little more easy, maybe Ride With Me by Nelly. That tends to get people up a little bit.
Yeah, I like that one.
And line dances.
Oh, yeah.
I know the DJs are going to flame me for this, but line dances in the bars always work.
I'll tell you one I like is Paperboy Diddy.
Oh yeah, I love Paperboy Diddy.
I got my own dance to Paperboy Diddy.
Do you? Oh, we're gonna spin it. We're gonna spin it next time. It's in my every show music playlist.
I love that song, and I do have my own original dance.
So we're gonna put that to the test. We got to get that on video.
So you could probably write a book about this, but what is one of your funniest moments while you've been DJing and doing karaoke?
One of my funniest moments, I would definitely have to say when, okay, let me first start with Ryan. Ryan has the ability to drink to the point to where he's out.
Asleep on the table.
Asleep on the table. And they'll take him out. And they'll be like, bye, Ryan. And I'll say, wait, just watch. Like Jesus on the third day, he's going to resurrect in 5 minutes and come running back in here. And sure enough, every single time, it's never failed to happen. Tenacious.
Oh, I love it. I made the cut. I'm first. I'm first place.
You made the cut twice, because the second thing I would say is you and Sean singing Don't Close Your Eyes, but changing the words.
That's a fun one.
That
we do get a standing ovation.
every time. It is always hilarious. It always catches people off guard, and I just lose it every time.
You guys make life amazing. All of you.
Thank you. You do too.
So you got some pretty badass gadgets lately. So tell me about what kind of equipment it takes to run a business like yours.
I am a bit of a tech geek. Admittedly, I do enjoy my gadgets, but it's not necessary to run the business with it. I guess I find a lot of joy in trying to make things work that might necessarily shouldn't work or shouldn't fit into what you would typically see. Like I'm a big gamer, so I get a lot of gaming devices, and I like to make those run our lighting software and our karaoke programs and stuff like that. I just find joy in that.
And then after COVID, you had to change things up anyway. People were putting them like condoms over the microphones.
We were doing the mic condoms, and
But you come up with something more innovative than that.
yes, 91% rubbing alcohol. I clean the mics between every.
And you got your little electric fan.
Yes, I do. Because so many people, I would clean the mics off, but then they'd be like, the fumes are getting me. So I started using the little fan to dry them off.
But I mean, it makes sense. All the people that are transferring those germs mic to mic to mic to do what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't until COVID that I realized how dirty the microphones get. So I started taking the tops off and I would run them through the dishwasher and stuff when I would get home at the end of shows. And then I was like, oh man, these things really get kind of gross. I'm going to make sure that they stay clean all the time from now on. And so it's kind of my new obsession.
Has anyone ever got drunk and knocked your set over?
Oh, many times.
What?
Many.
Is that a side of Dex that I've never saw? Is that a side of Dex that I've never saw?
No, I was.
You're nice about it?
Yeah. It's a hazard of the job. Our vehicles get hit as well. Like there's scratches on my truck. It's part of the hazard of working.
Is it insured?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, good.
And not only like the tech stuff, you always come with the light show and everything, the vision of it or the visuals of it too, not just the sound part.
Mm.
You always have the best sounding equipment, but also you come with the whole show, especially to weddings and stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It does help a lot with getting people excited about everything, getting them up on the dance floor. When they see the lights flashing, especially if you point them at the dance floor, they know like, hey, it's okay to let loose here. That's what it's designated for.
When people are planning for a big event or a wedding, what should they look for when hiring a DJ? Besides your phone number.
Right. I would say if they're checking out DJs, make sure that your DJ has experience. And the biggest tell sign of having experience is going to be that your DJ has enough questions that they ask you questions that you haven't thought about. Right? If you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So your DJ, if they're experienced enough, they'll ask enough questions that you wouldn't have thought about some of those things. And that way, you know, they'll know what they're doing.
Now, do you have reviews?
I do. I'm admittedly bad at social media or looking at my phone. But I have recently taken on an administrative person for help. So I will probably get in more reviews and stuff like that up.
And do you have a website?
I did have a website. In fact, Adam, you probably remember this. We had shiftdj.com, and we even had a mobile app where people could sign up for karaoke remotely. They could get directions to our shows. If they were driving by an area our show would be in, it would ping them and say, hey, there's a shift show tonight.
And that didn't work out?
Well, the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And when the pandemic happened, I called the company that I had hired to make the app, and I said, guys, I'm so sorry. We're kind of out of business at the time. And I love your app, but it just doesn't make sense to pay to keep the app going while we can't do any shows. And they were real nice about it via email. But then when everyone logged on to see if we were out anywhere, it said, this app has been closed due to non-payment. And I'm like, guys, that's like the worst thing that you could have put up there. Like, this guy didn't pay his bills. So I decided not to subscribe, I guess, with that company that made the app. But I do plan on getting the website back up. It was actually lost during the pandemic. I had $6,000-7,000 I put into the website. The IT guy that I had, he was going through a divorce, and I guess Bluehost had some kind of problem with their server, and they lost their website. They gave him a few months to do a backup of it. He said, give us a backup so we can get it back up. But because he was going through a divorce, he didn't get it in time. I didn't know about it, so our website was lost. But coming soon.
And another thing with the events and the weddings too, you have a pretty good monopoly on it because one, you're an officiant, and then you have your wife Bernadette who does the photos.
Yes.
And then you run the rest of the show too. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I'm going to jump right into my wife. Very talented photographer. I'm so amazed with her talent. When I got started in the wedding business, I thought she told me she had interest in photography. And one day I was getting paid after the event because at that time I hadn't got my stuff together enough to say, hey, we got to do payment before the event. And they were writing checks to everyone, and they wrote a check to me for set amount. They wrote a check to the photographer, and it was so much more than I paid. I was like, oh my goodness. So you're getting a camera. You're getting a camera. And I bought her a camera, and I said, I'll get you on some weddings. I'll get you started. I didn't get her on anything. She got me on stuff immediately. They started having her take pictures of celebrities. The RuPaul's Drag Race drag queen she was taking pictures of. She was getting in magazines, 60, 70 magazines. I met Chris Taylor Brown, the singer and founder of the band Trapped, because she was taking this picture for Rolling Stone magazine. Wow. And I assisted on the photo shoot. She just absolutely took off.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. And so, yeah, so Bernadette does the photography. I also kind of dabble in it now. I've been doing some second shooting with her, and I started a photo booth business as well. So we do the photo booths now also. And we have a good time getting to work together.
Yeah. You guys are a good team. You're an infectious personality, both of you.
Thank you.
And those pictures that you guys took of yourselves together,
that was fun.
Hot.
Right. What's hot now?
Bernadette and Dex.
I love it.
So what's been one of the most memorable events that you DJ'd?
I would definitely say I did a wedding for my previous band, Enrage, our manager. His name's Tony Fisher. We called him DJ Spikes when I met him. And he was big into the horror movie scene. Right? You guys into horror movies at all? Horror Hound Festival that they do, right? They bring all the actors in and they sign pictures and stuff, take pictures of people. So he did independent horror films. I actually got the score of film for his company. And the owners of Horror Hound and all those big festivals and some of the actors from the big movies were at his wedding and part of the wedding. And it was all horror themed.
Oh, wow.
And Bernadette was the photographer. It was incredible. They had, for the ceremony, they had somebody staged in the back to object. So they said, if anyone objects, speak now, forever hold your peace. And they had somebody stand up and say, I object. This wedding can't happen.
And nobody knew it was going to take place?
Nobody knew.
Oh, wow.
I've always wanted to go to a wedding where that happens.
I know, right?
No,
it's like a bucket list thing.
I have, but I don't even think they ask it anymore, do they? You didn't ask it, did you?
I didn't.
I don't think it's a thing, but I want to go to one that does.
Right. I know. And they did. And when the person objected, I played the Halloween theme. And Michael Myers comes out and cuts the guy's throat and blood goes running down. He drags him out of the ceremony, and then the ceremony continues.
Oh, wow. That's
like
awesome.
Nothing ever happened. And when they cut the cake, Jason Voorhees came out and he hacked the cake with this big hatchet, and the cake bled like cherry sauce.
That looks fun.
It was incredible.
Did the cake taste good?
It did. It was wonderful.
I love cake.
Yes. Who doesn't love cake?
Sean, he hates cake.
Hey, to each their own. More
He
cake
would
for
rather
us.
have a strawberry or something.
Heck yeah.
So post pandemic, how have you seen the nightlife and the business grow in the past 5-6 years since all of that happened and everybody's kind of rebounding and new businesses opening up? What's your thoughts on that?
There's definitely been a lot of growth in Hamilton, especially the nightlife has changed tremendously. I mean, pre-COVID, I think we also kind of had a different generation of crowd, right? Some of the young people started coming into the scene, and they certainly are different, right? A lot of them spend a lot of their time on social media growing up, so they don't tend to dance as much, right? They like to shout, right? They like to jump up and down, and they like to shout the words to songs. They don't tend to get out and dance like pre-COVID crowds would as much. And the scene in Hamilton has just blossomed.
Well, we add to that scene.
Oh, you do. You do. Absolutely, you do, Adam. I know you do. Shout out to Dan Bates and Tiffany Grubb. They've made just so much hard work from them on making this community grow, and it really shows.
It does.
That show has talked about the chamber and everything they've done and help with growing businesses. So that's great.
And everybody's talked about how everything's a collab and there's no competition. So do you feel that way with DJs around here?
I do. I've never really been competitive, at least in my own mind. And that is kind of an old school DJ thing. So, and shout out to like Bonnie Levins, Jim Whitaker, Robin St. James, right? These are the people that brought karaoke to Cincinnati, right? In like pre even Hamilton, this brought it to the Cincinnati scene. But back then things were more competitive. I mean, it was cutthroat, and I feel like as time went on, the community started being more relaxed, and we wanted to look out for each other. I have a very friendly relationship with all my fellow DJs. I'm covering a show for Nicole Billard tonight. Good friend of mine, one of the best DJs in the city, by far.
So Dex, for everybody that's watching, if there's somebody that dreams of becoming a DJ or getting into the entertainment business, what advice do you have for them?
My advice would be to make it about your crowd, right? Make everything about your crowd and try not to get too into what you want to do. And it's okay if you want to be, say, a festival DJ that just does one style of music and you want people to follow that as kind of like an original act, right? But outside of that, even the greats like DJ Jazzy Jeff will tell you, play a little something for everybody, right? And get your enjoyment off the reactions of the people that are coming to see you. It might not even be music that you particularly like, but you can find the enjoyment in the reactions that everyone else has.
Now, I assume that this is a self-operated business, so don't you have to provide all of your own equipment before even thinking about going on into this business?
Yes, you definitely.
And what is that going to put someone back?
It can cost a little bit, but it doesn't have to cost a ton. And a big mistake that you can make when you first get into it is chasing gear, right? Trying to, oh, I could be so much better if I just got this cool stuff that DJ so-and-so has, right? But really practice, especially when it comes to actually mixing and DJing, right? The practice is the number one thing. And honestly, the less gear that you have, the more you'll find yourself practicing. You will definitely practice more when you have less. The more that you add, the more that it complicates, and the more that you chase.
The more you got to keep up with.
Fancy gear, right. And then you do less actual practicing.
So how many's on your team today?
Oh, I think about seven. Maybe more if you count some of the people that help us with setup and administration. But yeah.
And how long, when you take somebody under your wing and you're the mentor to get them started, how long before you like turn them loose and let them do a show on their own?
I would say typically a couple of months. A couple of months is about an average time. Sometimes we have had to rush people out and throw them to the wolves a little bit, but we continue to support them.
Sometimes when you throw someone out to the wolves, it's the best way to learn.
It is. Sometimes it's sink or swim, and you just you gotta make your mistakes in anything.
Right.
You really learn when you go out and fail. People are so scared to fail, but failure is always where growth occurs.
That's how you learn.
Mm-hmm.
So what's coming up? What's next? And what do you have on the agenda going into spring and summer?
Well, we always have our regular weekly shows. Obviously, we're at Gina's every Saturday here in Hamilton. Every Thursday at Millville Tavern, we do karaoke. Every Friday and Saturday, we're at the 513 Hamilton. Awesome place. We've got lots of great gigs coming up and some more in the area that should be popping up throughout the week as well. And not to mention, we got the gala, the Give Back Gala that's coming up
May 30th.
May 30th. And for Dave Ferguson.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about it. But what I love more is Hamilton is home. And when we went to that summit and I saw everybody connecting on purpose, because that was the theme, to connect on purpose, it isn't really hard to connect on purpose. Like
Right.
if you think of an idea and you put it out there, there are so many people that are willing to put you to the right people to get your event, an idea, to go from an idea to a reality. And now because of that, we are having the Give Back Gala on May 30th. Well, that is another episode of What's Hot in Hamilton. Dex, thank you so much for being here today.
It's been my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much. And to get the information out there as far as anybody else that wants to start up, like you would be a good mentor to get that.
Yeah, reach out to me. I'm hiring.
And if there's a wedding, if there's a party, a birthday party, an event, anything that you got going on, this is the guy to hire because you are going to have so much fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you said you're hiring. How does our audience get a hold of you?
They can hit me up on Facebook, Dex Newberry. And you can also give me a call at 513-289-2582.
Well, you guys, you heard it here from What's Hot in Hamilton. I am Ryan.
I'm Adam.
And do me a favor. I see so many of you watching the show. Hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. And for us to keep doing this, because we do this on our own time, we want to build a community. And I have 2 people that have joined my team who have professional jobs. They saw something in my vision, and they're doing this just for me and the community. So hit that subscribe button.
From local shops to packed out rooms, small businesses making